Hello traders, you're welcome to Zion Traders YouTube channel. On this channel I share my trading journey. I journal my trades weekly and analyze the directional bias of various asset classes, but majorly forex pairs. Join me as we forecast the directional bias of dollar index, GBPUSD, EURUSD, gold and GBPJPY. Guys, so without wasting much of our time, guys, let's get into the video. As we all know, before we start doing everything, it's important that we start from the fundamental basis for you to know what the fundamentals is going to be like for the week. So as we can see right here on investing.com, this is the economic calendar right here. So as you can see here, USD on Monday, Japan, they have marine holiday, so Japan, there is going to be less volatility on JPYPS. And yeah, so for USD, this is a Powers peak, so it's actually a high impact news. All of these that you are seeing here, they are all high impact news because I had to filter the news. So I had to apply the filter, and they only display the high impact news. As you can see right here, only high impact news right here. So that's it, guys. All right, so as you can see on Tuesday, so the fact that there are actually high impact news on USD and second, which is on Tuesday, we can see on USD as well. Retail says high impact news. Then on Wednesday by 7 a.m. GMT +1, we are going to be having a GBP USD CPI, Euro USD, Euro CPI as well, GBP CPI for June, for the month of June, and then USD as well. So on Wednesday is going to be very highly volatile for GBP and Euro USD peers, right? So on Thursday we also have news, high impact news event. So guys, basically this week is going to be a very volatile one. Actually, for me personally, myself, I think it's going to be a very nice week because the market is going to be volatile, right? So let's start our analysis from a daily time frame. So I think it's better we start off from the dollar index, because I actually prefer to start my analysis from the dollar index. So as you can see right here on the dollar index, on this is the weekly time frame, guys. So as of last week, I told you guys that I was actually expecting buys on the dollar index, but then it failed. The buy didn't happen. Even the CPI, I was hoping that DSI was going to buy, right? So, and I explained the reasons, right? So, but then because we are not the owners of the market does what it wants to do. All right, so right now, as we can see right here, this is where dollar is, and we can see that dollar, as this last week was very bearish. Last 2 weeks very bearish. You can see all this engulfing bearish candle. They are very huge, with huge volumes, and this actually speaks a lot. It actually tells us that the dollar is actually bearish, right? Well, I really want us to take note of something. This zone where the dollar is right now, it's actually a very strong one, right? It's a very strong one that me myself, I really don't want to I have to pay attention to this zone. However, I want you to watch out for something, guys. DXY got to this zone, it broke out from this zone, guys. DXY got to this zone, it's rejected, then it finally broke out, right? So it broke out here, and then price traded into this other block here, and then price came back to this very zone. You know, this zone is very strong. This is on the weekly time frame, guys. This zone has supported prior and has become a resistance for. So I want you to watch. Out for something here, guys. So price came back. Price was supposed to come and take out this high for we to continue, for we to know that we are still in a bullish trend, but the price failed to take out this high. Instead, look at what price did. Price has come back and has broken below this resistance, this support zone, very strong support with a momentum candle. So this tells us that dollar is bearish, guys. So what I'm simply waiting for, guys, so for me to know that yes, dollar is going to be bearish for some couple of, if not months. In fact, for me, from what I can see right here, dollar is actually already bearish, right? From what I can see here, dollar is bearish. For this candle to close with this momentum, right? I don't know this, and which this, like, it has so much volume, this candle. So there's a lot of sell volumes here, guys. So and because of this, I say, right, I cannot say, but then from what I can see, dollar is bearish. Like on the daily time frame bearish, on the weekly time frame I can see the dollar is bearish. So guys, and because that we know that the dollar is bearish now, we now come to the lower time frame, like the daily time frame. We would love to see how we can present ourselves, right, where we should wait for opportunities to come up, right. So what I'm basically looking for, right, so because the dollar has traded into this zone on the weekly time frame and with this high momentum, right, so what I'm actually anticipating, guys, is actually a retracement and then a sell continuation. That's in the long run. So for the week, guys, from what I can see here, although I don't know what it's going to do, but I actually anticipate some level of retracement, at least to fill up this imbalance, and if it can take out the liquidity residing above this high here, and then trade into this imbalance, and then a sell continuation. Last week I was actually anticipating price to trade into this fair value gap we can see right here. Fair value gap with this is called an IOFED. Fair value gap that has, you can see a low in it. So IOFED, guys, you can see. So this is actually what I was actually expecting price to trade here into this zone last week, but then it failed. Instead it continued trading bearish. So guys, we can see that price here, it has changed character on the daily time frame. So this means we are bearish. That is just the truth. We are bearish for the dollar index. So what I'm anticipating, guys, so this that you can see right here, for the week I'm actually anticipating dollar retracing. That's actually what I'm looking at, that dollar retrace at least to fill up, even though dollar doesn't come up to this level, which is taking out this order block right here. This is an order block. Even though price does not take out this order block, let me outline it properly. Even though price does not take out this order block, we can see right here. So I'm actually potentially expecting price to come trade into this fair value gap, continue going bearish, right? Or price will if price really has such momentum, of which I can see dollar is very weak, but if it wants to, it can trade back into this institutional reference point, which is this IOFED, and then continue being bearish, as you can see right here, guys. So for the week I'm actually anticipating a retracement, of which, retracement, you can't predict retracement, right? You can, because there are some, you don't know when the market will start retracing, right? So but on, if I see like something like 1 hour change of character here, right, I see a 1 hour change of character. First of all, I'll be anticipating this 4 hour order block be traded into, and then if this zone is taken out, eventually we know that price will trade into this uh, in fact, most likely price will come into this zone, right? Price will come back into this zone on the 4 hour time frame, and then what we are looking at is this one. I'm pretty sure that price will come back into this zone. The only thing I don't know if price will come back to this IOFED here. I'm not sure, but then price will always do what it wants to do. So I will position myself for the bullish. I'm looking at dollar. First of all, it's still very bearish until this high is taken out. I'm still going to, even though it's taken out, as far as this fair value gap on daily time frame, we are still here. See guys, the truth is I'll just follow the trend, right? Whatever it does, I just follow. That is what I'm going to do. So potentially looking at dollar retracing. That is what I'm looking at, guys, first. So if this guy can support price, this other block here can support price to retrace, it will be very nice. So for the week I'm actually anticipating a retracement again. Last week I was anticipating that retracement, but it didn't happen. This week I'm still anticipating that retracement, but if it doesn't happen, now price does what it wants to do. So right here, as you can see right here, maybe I'll just take the screenshot and then download it, and then that's it. So we'll keep it, and then next week we'll bring that up. So for GBPUSD here, as you can see here, last time I told you guys I was actually conscious of this candle that closed, for last week, right? That closed here like this. So I was like, honestly speaking, I was concerned about this candle. However, guys, price continue being bullish, and I told you guys I was anticipating a retracement to fill up all of these voids here, but then price did not. All this imbalance, right? So price did not, right? So what am I looking at for the week, guys? The truth is, I'm going to follow price, but then for the week, I'm actually, since I'm actually anticipating dollar being going retracing, I'm also expecting a retracement into this zone to continue being bullish. Now, guys, I want you to watch out for something here on the GBPUSD. GBPUSD, this very zone that it broke out from is a very strong zone. So when price comes back to this zone, I'm anticipating price continuing being bullish from here. So if at all price retrace into this zone, right? So if price decide to retrace into this zone, but before you know that that retracement is going to be short, like that retracement is going to happen, it's going to give signatures on the 1 hour time frame, on the 4 hour time frame. It's not as if it's not going to show itself. It's going to show that yes, price is about to go bear, it's about to start retracing. So potentially when we see something like a change of character stuff on the 4 hour time frame, or even on the 1 hour time frame, but mostly on the 4 hour time frame, then that retracement is going to happen. So if we get a change of character on the 4 hour time frame, so that retracement is definitely going to happen, right? But if we don't get it, we'll just see continuation and all of that, right? So I'm still anticipating that retracement to sell into this zone, fill up. You see these voids, right? This void, they are like magnet that magnets price, right? It draws price. So this, I'm actually looking at this price filling up all of these voids during the week. Price trading filling up all of these voids, trading into this other block right here. You know what, this other block is very powerful, so it's potentially, I'm looking at price continue being bullish right from here, guys. So this is liquidity void, we are looking at it being the one, the what will draw price, right? So to trade, to sell, right, to retrace, is actually not a reversal but a retracement, right, into this very support zone. Is going to be very strong. It's actually going to be a very strong support zone. So we can see an order block right at the support zone. So potentially price is going to come into this order block, and then we'll continue being bullish, right? So guys, that is what I'm looking at. But if price wants to do its thing, price can even still come back to this zone and then continue before it continue. But because this level is very strong, honestly guys, I'm not sure if this zone price will come back to it, but price can. But then I'm looking at this is actually my first point of interest here, where I'm looking at price trading into, retracing into, right? You know, one thing about trading is that price takes out internal range liquidity, so it takes out external range liquidity and trades into internal range liquidity. So potentially we can see that price has taken out all of this liquidity residing above all of these highs, and then we also have another confluence, which is this liquidity void. So all of this tells me that price is going to retrace, right? Yes, all of this is it just tells me that price is going to retrace. Either it happens on Monday, it's Tuesday, but I'm looking at price retracing. I don't know when it will start, but then I'm still looking at price retracing. So personally for myself on Monday, what I'm looking at, I'm still looking at taking buy trades, not a sell trade. So until it gives me a sell confirmation, I won't start buying GBPUSD. So potentially on Monday, I can see a fair value gap here, which is an imbalance. So and because of this zone, it's actually going to be 1 hour order block, and let's see. Okay, price rejected from, is not a 1 hour order block, so I think it was a new sponsored all of that move. So potentially guys, I'm looking at price coming back into this zone. So when price comes into this zone, I'll look for a buy trade, right? So and we also have another fair value gap that is not in a discount, that you can see another fair value gap here. So price can also come, if since we can see that GBPUSD is highly bullish, and price can still come here and continue being bullish, and they can also decide to retrace into this very region and buy. But then on Monday, when I first thing what I'm looking at is whatever price does. So I'll wait for price to come into this level and look for buys here, right? So however, if price does not come into this level and then I see a buy confirmation here, I'll take the buy. However, I'll wait for a sharp low liquidity sweep. Once I see a sharp low liquidity sweep, even though price does not trade into this level, but I see a sharp low liquidity sweep, right, or raid on this very fair value gap here. You know, this fair value gap in confluences with this mitigation block, right? So I'll look for, with that my extra confirmation, which is a shallow sweep. I'll start looking. If I see a shallow sweep before the a change of character on the 1 hour time frame, I'll take a buy from there, right? So let's come to GBPJPY. The truth is, I'm actually on this trade on GBPJPY. On last week Thursday, I think we saw a heavy sell, right, that gave us how many pips. This thing was up to 700 pips. I'm not okay. This is about 400 pips massive drop. So what am I looking at, guys? So for me, looking at the weekly time, let's come to a weekly time frame. Weekly time frame right now, we can see price has actually balanced itself. Actually, we still have a little fair value gap here, so which I don't know if it will be traded into. But looking at the daily time frame, I actually saw that why I took this trade. I saw that price traded into this fair value gap, and then I just took the trade. I didn't wait for much confirmation. I just took the trade, but right now I'm on break even. I don't know if it's going to take me out on break even, but whatever it does, let it do its thing. So price traded. So price got here, price reversed from here, and then we can see that price came back to this other block here. Price immediately reversed right from there. So which is not so cool, but it is what it is. I can see a change of character. Not even It's not even a change of character. So I'm still looking at this other block, this fair value gap holding price to continue trade and being bullish actually. So I'm still looking at bullish trade and GBPJPY. I'm still looking at going bullish. So if even though I'm taking out on this my position right here, I had to break even because a price had got it to 1 to 5. Look at 1.5 arrow. So I usually break even when price gets to 1.5 arrow of my trade. So that's it. So if even though I don't get to take any trade right there, so on Monday I'll just look for, if I get an Asia sweep, because the structure is still actually, this zone is acting as a very strong support zone right here. This fair value gap we can see on the daily time frame. So if I see potential buys around this level on the 1 hour time frame, I will take buy trade, guys. So for gold, let's quickly take a look at gold, guys. So for me, on the weekly time frame, there are a lot. We know that we are in a very strong resistance level. This is one thing I want you to take note of first. So you must be very careful on how you take buy trades here. If you want to take any buy trade where price is now, you must make sure you use extra confirmation. So guys, so yeah, that's the truth. Personally myself, I'm still looking for buys, right, until the sell formation changes or sell structure. We have a sell structures, and then I'll start looking for sales. And right now it's, I can see they are all liquidities sitting residing below these lows. So which potentially, even this low, potentially price can come on over time, right, to take all of the take trade into all of this liquidity, take all this liquidity out, trade into all fill up all of this void or imbalance that are left. Right, so that's actually what I'm looking at. But before I start looking for sell, once I see a violation of this low on a 4 hour time frame, so something like this, if I see this happens, and then I'll wait for maybe a price to trade back into an internal range liquidity, then I will take sell trades, right, to take out all of these liquidities, right, to take out all of this liquidity. But first, my first target will be on this daily order block, and I would love to target here first. So even though I take a sell, my first target will be here. So this is where I'll be looking at trading into, because price can potentially come back to this order block, and then from here it will continue being going bullish, right? So it can take out this liquidity here, trade into 4 hour and daily time frame order block, and then start continue being bullish. Yes, price can do that. So that's the reason why I would love to take out my first my profit first. If even though I take a sell here, I would love to take out my profit here, or just wait and see how price reacts when price gets to this daily time frame order block. However, I'm looking at price of taking out all of this low, but then before I start looking for that sell, like I told you guys already, I must first of all wait and see price takes out this very swing low here. If price takes it out, then I'll start looking for sells. But then if price this low sustains price, and then this other block sustains price, um, personally for me, I'll continue taking buy trade to the upside. That means taking out this all of this resistance level. We are still at the resistance level. It's a very strong one, seeing that it's on the weekly time frame. However, it doesn't change the fact that we are still bullish, so we continue buying until we see that sell, if we see price change from a buy structure to a sell structure. So on gold for the week, on gold I really can't tell you if I'm bullish or bearish, but then the only reason why I will be bearish is when this low is taken out. However, I'm still very bullish for the week. For GBPJPY, I'm still very bullish for the week. And let's come to for GBPUSD, I'm actually still bullish, but I'm actually more of bearish looking at GBPUSD selling for the week. However, if it gives us a sell structure which is a change of character on the 4 hour time frame, then I will start looking for sell, which is that retracement happening, right? But if we don't get that, I'm still very bullish for the week, right? So that's it, guys. This video is already too long. If you have any question, please ask on the comment section. If there's any, like, just your ideas, what you think, your bias and all of that, just share it on the comment section. Thank you, guys. I love